Hello there and welcome. My name is Leandro Guerra. I am the founder of The Outspoken Market. We live in a world that seems increasingly committed to complicating what could, in essence, be simple. The excess of details, layers, and distractions creates the illusion of sophistication, but often it's nothing more than smoke. That is why I like to say, simple works. This idea is not a rejection of complexity, but the recognition that simplicity reveals the fundamental principles that truly matter. And when you understand the principle, you gain clarity about what is essential and what is merely ornament. Complexity, in many cases, is not born of necessity but of vanity. How often do you see systems, theories, or even everyday decisions built only to satisfy the ego of those who created them? It's the weight of, look how difficult it is, therefore I am important. In practice, though, this path only confuses, distances, and makes less efficient what should be natural. Ignorance also creates complexity. Those who do not understand a subject tend to surround it with formalities or jargons that do little to solve the problems. Aristotle said that virtue lies in the mean, in the balance between extremes. Simplicity is exactly that. It's finding the point where things make sense without excess or deficiency. Thomas Aquinas, following that line, argued that truth is simple and that human reason should seek what is essential before getting lost in useless speculations. When we apply this philosophy, we see that do or to simplify does not mean to impoverish, but to get closer to the truth in a direct and lucid way. In practice, simplicity works because it creates focus. When you strip away the excess, you see what is truly in front of you. The context becomes clearer, decisions more evident, and the path safer. The mind stops being occupied with the accessory and starts working on what really matters. In business, in science, in art, and even in personal relationships, the clarity arises from simplicity is what sustains lasting results. It is not uncommon that the search for elaborate formulas is, in reality, a form of escape. Escape from the basics, from discipline, from continuous work. Those who do not master the principle end up hiding complex structures, but sooner or later reality exposes what is solid and what is artificial. The simple endures, the complex collapses because it has no foundation. That is why, in any field, those who master the fundamentals do not need embellishments. Simplicity also carries its own beauty. When something is simple and functional, it conveys elegance. That elegance does not come from adornment, but from the fact that everything is in the right place, with nothing missing and nothing in excess. It is like a sound logical argument or a neat mathematical formula. Nothing can be removed without the idea losing the meaning. This beauty does not impose itself. It reveals itself naturally to those who observe. For this very reason, keeping things simple requires courage. It is easier to impress with a speech full of complications than with the clarity of a clean idea. The simple does not deceive, does not mask, does not mislead. It shows exactly what it is. It is like a mirror. It may please or disturb, but it cannot be ignored. This frankness is what gives strength to simplicity, because there is nowhere to hide. In conclusion, simple works because it is rooted in what is essential, and the essential is always stronger than the superfluous. When we understand the principles, we see the world with more sharpness, and this vision makes us better prepared to act. Simplicity is not naivety, but practical wisdom. It cuts away the excess, illuminates the context, and returns the power of understanding to those who practice it. And in the end, that power is what makes the difference between merely seeming to know and truly understanding something. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next